Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to my journey in beauty. Today's video is my 2019 makeup resolutions. On my most recent upload on Wednesday, you would have seen my 2018 makeup resolutions in retrospect, where I talked about my resolutions for this year and how they went. So I will link that in the cards in case you missed it. But today we're going to talk about my resolutions for 2019. As I mentioned in my previous video, I'm not a person who really sets lifestyle resolutions each year on New Year's Eve. I tend to choose a resolution to learn something new. So in the past, it's been things like learning a new skill like quilting, crocheting, painting, etc. And in 2018, I made some resolutions about my makeup. So this is my second makeup resolution video, and let's go ahead and get right into it. My first resolution for 2019 is to learn to be less light-handed with my makeup. Now this may sound a little bit confusing, but the first reason I want to resolve to be less light-handed is because sometimes I will be light-handed with my cosmetics at the expense of the actual look. I think sometimes I stop just short of applying an eyeshadow to its full, I don't want to say opacity, but like to its full metallic sheen or to its full finish, because I'm trying to make things last forever. And ultimately, that is why I'm resolving to be less light-handed with my makeup. I want to break the mindset that I need to make everything last forever. Of course, I'm not going to destroy my makeup or anything like that, but I have more than a lifetime worth of makeup, and so I don't need to be light-handed with my makeup to the point where it's at the expense of the look. This is kind of a funny one, I think, especially for a YouTube creator, but this year I want to resolve to swatch, and swatch some more. Oddly enough, this is something that I only really started doing regularly since my no-buy year began. First and foremost, I want to resolve and focus on doing this because it's fun. It's really what diving in and playing with my makeup is all about. And that's definitely one of the reasons that I'm going on my no-buy year, or that I am in the midst of my no-buy year, is because I have so much, and because I was continuing to acquire new things prior to my no-buy year, I was missing out on playing with the things that I already owned. And so I just want to learn to play with my makeup, and for me, a lot of that is swatching. The other reason I want to resolve to swatch as much as possible is something that I mentioned in my no-buy intro, which of course will be linked in the description box below, as it will be in every video in case you missed it. But I mentioned in that video that my color recall within my collection is not very good. There's frequently times where I'm like, okay, I need a mid-tone metallic green eyeshadow, for example. I start going through my palettes, I start swatching mid-tone green metallic shadows, and then I'm suddenly surprised when I open up a palette that I didn't think had anything that I needed in it, and in fact there is the perfect mid-tone green metallic eyeshadow. So part of the swatching is just building up in the cobwebs of my mind exactly what lies within my collection, so that when I'm trying to build a look and I'm thinking of specific colors that I want to use, I can recall and think, okay, yes, the Urban Decay Born to Run has a beautiful mid-tone metallic green eyeshadow. So that is why I'm resolving to swatch, and swatch some more. The next resolution is kind of a rollover from 2018, and that is to continue to learn new tips, new techniques, etc. Specifically, I would love to learn to do a cut crease this year. And not even to learn, I think I've watched enough videos and have had enough people explain it to me in a way that I can do it, but I actually need to attempt to do it. And I'd like to do that on camera. I would like to bring you guys along on that journey of trying new techniques this year, specifically a cut crease. Last year I resolved to get better at lashes and winged eyeliner, and that did not happen, but mostly because I determined that those techniques are just not for me. I don't even like the look of eyelashes, false eyelashes on my face, as well as my body just doesn't allow for me to do winged eyeliner. I have autoimmune disorder and it does cause my hands to shake uncontrollably, and so it's just not something that's going to work for me. And ultimately, I think I like the look of a tight line versus an actual winged liquid liner. So let me know if you guys would like to see a new series where I try out new techniques like cut creases, like blush draping, cat eye, whatever. Let me know if you guys would be interested in coming along on that journey, and I will happily film those disasters for you. And then my last resolution for 2019 in regards to makeup and skincare is to continue to learn a lot more about skincare. This year has been a fabulous year for me in regards to skincare. All the way back at the beginning of 2018, I finally, after 15 to 20 years, got a handle on my oily skin, and I'm much more close to combo to normal skin now that I've done so. But I do think there's always more to learn in terms of the routine and how to incorporate the different steps so that all the products are working together and not working against one another, as well as I would like to learn a lot more about the ingredients within the skincare, what my skin likes, what those ingredients do, how they work with each other, and things like that. So that is definitely a big resolution for this year, because this is the only skin we get, you know? Let's take care of it. And then I have just a few channel resolutions this year. These are not goals like reaching 1,000 subscribers or anything like that, though I would love to eventually meet that goal, but they're more for my growth within my channel and for the betterment of my channel. And the first one is to be more organized in project panning. Of course, this was my very first year project panning, so I had no idea what I was getting into when I started. And I've learned a lot over the years, which you guys have already started to learn from in my Panning for Dummies series, which I will link below or above. But I want to be more organized this year. I've learned a lot over the last year. I see where I need to make some changes just based on my personality alone. I've tried doing certain things on the computer, whereas I think in some cases I would be better off with a pencil and paper because that's the kind of girl that I am. Other things must be done on the computer for me, like spreadsheets and inventories. So I just want to overall be more organized. I want to keep my photos more organized in regards to project panning. And the end result would be, you know, hopefully you guys would enjoy my panning videos more. And my next channel resolution, I already kind of mentioned, but in general, I want to learn to take better photographs, whether it's for project panning, selfies, flat lays, etc. I want to learn to take better pictures. And I, again, want to learn and practice being more organized with my pictures. It can be really overwhelming to look at hundreds and hundreds of photos on my phone and having a hard time finding the things that I need when what I really need to do is just put things into albums instead of looking at the gross mass quantities of pictures that I have all together. So that's definitely one, and it's one that I've already started working on in anticipation of new projects and new series in the new year. And then the last channel resolution for me is I need, I not only want, but I need to get better at Instagram. I am so not a social media person. My brain doesn't function that way. Of course, I have a Facebook, I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram, I even have a Reddit account, but my brain just still doesn't work that way. My brain is still back in the days in the original realm of Facebook where we were just sharing pictures of our kids and our families and things like that, or random status updates about what you had for lunch. And now the social media game has changed so much. It's not just pictures, but people are doing entire panning projects just on Instagram, flat lays, like I mentioned, stories. Like my brain just doesn't function in that way. I think my girl Angela does a really good job with that. So hopefully she will help me get caught up on that social media game, and that way I can connect with you guys that much more on your favorite social media enterprise. I don't even know the vocabulary. So I hope you guys enjoyed just a little sneak peek into the things that I will be working on in 2019. I cannot wait until 2020 when we look back over these resolutions and see how I did and what goals were met and what goals were not met. And I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, and I will see you in my next video soon. Mwah.